Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a small concept or contraption to show off, and I think it's pretty neat. So yeah, what is that concept, you ask? Well, it is Zelda-style hammers in Minecraft. And for those of you who do not know how those work, basically there's a lever, which in my case I'm using an extended piston, and basically the player comes along, hits the lever, and then the piston goes down or contracts. So yeah, so these are the commands it takes for this creation, which I'll be showing in a second. But before I do that, I just want to go into a quick background of my design. So basically, whenever I make new contraptions for my worlds, I like to view what there's been on YouTube. Sorry, I don't know what I'm saying. I like to see what people have made in the past, and sometimes I incorporate ideas that I like into my own creation. However, I didn't actually see anything that I liked on YouTube, and I thought, oh well, I should probably create one that is improved, because a lot of them were like simple, but to the point where like they were giving up the visual aspect for the simplicity, which I'll explain in a second. So yeah, that's why I didn't like it. So most of the designs on YouTube of the hammer involve the piston and a string on top. And what happens is when the player breaks a string, then the piston will contract, and then obviously it activates whatever it's supposed to activate. The only problem with this is the string has a huge hitbox. Like, that is not great looking. In fact, I believe it is the same size as a slab. Yeah, like look how big that is for just this string. I did not like how it looked at all, so my version does not involve the strings. And in fact, I'll just show you that right now. I think the best way is just to show, and then I'll explain how it works afterwards. So right here we have the lever, and if I just go ahead and hit that, or I'm just left clicking, then it pushes it down. And obviously I could make it something, I could make it set off something like open a door or whatnot, but for this demo I'm not doing anything. And this one works in 100%, or works 100% accurate. I don't know what I'm saying. It works in every direction. I can literally be standing anywhere. Doesn't really matter. So yeah. And now let me show you how this works. So, for those of you who have not guessed, we have an invisible silverfish right here. I have it named hammer lever, but it doesn't really matter, obviously. Anyways, what happens is when the player hits the silverfish, particles are shown, and this redstone block is replaced with air, which makes the piston go down. And at the same time, the silverfish is teleported 1,000 blocks up, or 100 blocks, whatever, I don't remember, and then it's killed. And the reasoning for this is I don't want to have the particles of death, like those cloud particle things when you kill a mob, appear when the player hits the silverfish, because that's what would happen if I tried to kill it right then. So by teleporting it up, the player cannot see the particles, so it teleports it up, then it kills it. So I like that. And now, as for the cons of this, there's only a few, and they can be fixed pretty easily. So the first con, so I have a custom hammer here. It has 4 tags. This is just a normal hammer, or it's a stone axe, obviously retextured. And by the way, I'm using a model from Nope Names map once again, so thanks. I don't take credit for it, but obviously this creation is my own. Anyways, if I use a normal hammer or normal stone axe, it will show heart particles, which don't really work out. I don't like how those look. Obviously, they're not supposed to be there. So the fix to this is you have to add custom damage values for your axe, and I only have it set for 1 damage. As you can see here, I don't know where it is. Okay, but anyways, yeah, it's one damage, and then yeah. But the only problem with that is that if I want to attack mobs, it takes forever and ever to kill them. Oh, and this has knockback. But yeah, it takes forever to kill them. So something you can do to fix this is retexture the heart particles to be invisible, so that they don't show up if you want to keep the hammer with normal damage values. Obviously, if you don't care about that, then that's completely fine and it doesn't matter. You can use the custom damage. And the other con, which is very small, is because there's a silverfish, you can't make it have be a marker like armor stands. So the player will get bumped around if they try to stand in the middle of it, because the silverfish is there. But that's really small. It's literally just on top of there. It doesn't really affect anything else. And so yeah, that is basically the that's basically how this works. It's really neat. And if you want to see it a little more of it, make sure to check out the video in the description. There's a link to it. It's just a dungeon preview that I added or uploaded the other day, and it has the hammers or the hammer levers. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Sorry if I rambled on and on. I tried to make it as understandable as possible. I hope that you guys enjoyed, and hopefully this information was useful for those of you trying to recreate this this concept. Anyways, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Yeah, adios.